when you're ready, arms and mountain pose. Inhale up to the sky, slight back bend, press, but exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, halfway flat back. Bend the knees, hands down, step it back into plank, or unless you can jump back into half plank chaturanga. And then making sure the elbows are rotated. As before, you can drop the knees or take it from the plank. So exhale, forward, down, halfway and through and up, or all of the way to the ground. Pulling the shoulders back, elbows tucked in. Inhale up to cobra or up dog. And then back to down dog. We want high hips here, so the feet are not too much of a distance between the hands, and there's not too much distance between the hands and the feet. Again, find a nice strong down dog, a nice strong triangle, aligning the arms and the back, hips to the sky. Remember, you can bend the knees to help you push the hips up further if need be. Right leg straight up to the sky, in line with the body. Activate that leg, tension right through at the tips of the toes, tense the bum, cheek, thigh, calf. Point the foot, flex the foot, point the foot, bend the knee, let the foot fall behind. Circle the foot in one direction, pushing the ground away, feel that extra opening up the side and the hip. Circle the foot in the opposite direction, breathing all the way. Circle back again. And point the foot, straighten the legs, square the hips. Come on the ball of the left foot, right knee through the nose. Weight forward, step it through into a crescent lunge. Feet on separate tracks, each foot in alignment with each hip. So bring it up into a crescent lunge here. Nice deep breaths. And then taking it down, opening the heart. So we could inhale as we come down, exhale as we bring it up. You could hold it here or straighten the front leg and push down in towards the heel in the back, or just hold it here and down. So inhale, exhale up, inhale, exhale it up. Inhale, very good. Go down, up, and hold it here. Inhale, open the heart, sweep the hands down, sit it back, straighten the leg, flex. Inhale, exhale, lengthen, hinge and fold. A little closer. And a little closer. And then gaze forward. Plant the foot. Inhale up to the sky. Exhale, turn the arms the same way as the legs, as I did before. And again, you reach behind the back, down the leg, to wherever you can reach to. Maybe open the heart. Release and inhale, back up to the sky. Sweep it down, sit it back once again. Lengthen, flex, inhale, exhale, fold. A little closer. Don't forget to soften the knee, that'll be fine. Then weight down. Inhale back up to the sky. So another point here is if you feel you're wobbling, if your feet are too much on the same track, you feel like you're on a tightrope. So make sure your foot and your knee are in alignment with your hips. So inhale back up to the sky. Exhale, turn the opposite way to the legs. Again, reach behind the back or down the leg. Several breaths. And this time, palms together, lengthen through the spine and we'll hook across the outside of the knee. If need be, push onto the thigh and help it across. We want to aim to push the palms towards the centre of the heart. Top shoulder back, look behind. Elbow down, tucked into the rib. And release it back up to the sky with a nice deep inhale. Exhale once again. Sit in the back. Nice good stretch down the backs of the legs. Lengthen, inhale, exhale, fold. And then gaze forward, weight down. Frame the foot, come on the ball of the back foot. And then lift this front foot back into a three-legged down dog. Stretch it out. Really lengthen right through, tension the bum cheek, thigh, calves, pointing the foot. Push the ground away. And making sure we've got enough distance between the hands and the feet to fit the length of the body through. So gaze forward, inhale to plank. So if you're up here and you haven't got enough room, slide your foot back. And then as before, you can drop the knee, take it down, through and up. Or down, actually I'll demonstrate the knee. Down, through and up and turn. So, like we did before, or down, through, all the way to the ground or halfway, floating leg, and then lift, and wild thing. Oop. Foot slipping. Several breaths, and then when you're ready, bring it back to plank, drop the knees if need be. Down, through and up dog. And let's take a break in between this time. Child pose, nice deep breaths. And just rest it out. Bringing it in. Just doing whatever feels good for you. Just following the breath. Nice and deep. So after those moments of exertion, this is when on the in-between parts we can just really appreciate that release and the exhilaration. So just doing whatever feels good for you. Bring the knees in, back to tabletop. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Maybe you feel like you want to take some cat-cows before we stand it up. Yeah. And chin up, tailbone up, tuck the toes, lift it up, sink it back into down dog. Once again, nice strong triangle. Doing whatever feels right for you, as long as you're following the breath. And then gaze forward, walk the feet to the hands, or rock it and bunny hop to the front of the mat. And just give it a little ragdoll maybe. Another little resting pause. It's another moment of stillness. Inhaling up to the sky. And breath. Once again, just being fully here in the now. Focusing on the breath, the posture, noticing any sensations in the body. Maybe you can feel that subtle energy body flowing more lightly. more freely. And then when you're ready, we'll begin the other side. So just composing ourselves. Arms down in mountain pose. Inhale up to the sky. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway flat back. Bend in the knees. If you step the right foot back before, step the left foot back into plank this time, and then followed by the right. Drop the knees if need be. Inhale, exhale, forward, down, halfway or all of the way to the ground, through and up dog, back to down dog. High hips, so not so much feet distance between the feet and the hands, so which allows more room to get the leg through when we step through. And then left leg straight up in line with the body, this time with the leg again nice and straight and strong. Tension the bum cheek, thigh, calf. Try to straighten the leg as much as possible, point the foot. So aligning the leg with the body. Flex the foot, point, bend the knee, opening up the hip, pushing the ground away. You feel you can open the hip further if you push the ground away. Circle the foot behind in one direction. Nice conscious breath, the other way around. Back again. And point, straighten, square. Come on the ball of the right foot, left knee through to the nose, hips high, weight forward. Grab the ankle and help it through if you needed to. That's one I had forgot to mention. So find our feet on separate tracks here, left knee above the left ankle. Both feet in alignment with the hips. Again, if you had your feet on the same track, you'd be feeling like you were on a tightrope. So if you feel wobbly, just make sure your feet are both alignment with each hip. Gives you much more stability. So let's take several breaths here. Exhale. Inhale as we're lowering up the heart. Exhale up. Again, you can take it further. Back down. Inhale. So don't worry too much if you're out of sync with the breath, as long as you're focusing on it. Another breath in if you feel you need to there. Exhale it down. Sit it back and take a nice, soften the knee if need be. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold. A little closer on each exhale. And then weight forward, inhale back up to the sky. Exhale the same way as the legs. And again, reach behind the back or down the leg. As far as you can reach to. Behind, open the heart. Release and inhale back to the sky. Exhale, sweep it down. Sit it back once again. Soften if you need to. Inhale, exhale, fold. You can lengthen, gaze forward. Inhale, exhale, fold. Just to deepen it a little further. And then again, gaze forward, lift it up. Inhale to the sky, exhale, turn the opposite way to the legs. Several breaths. Inhale, exhale, reach behind or down the leg. Several breaths. And then bring the palms together, lengthen through the spine, hook in the elbow across, helping it if you need to. Palms push towards the centre of the heart, top shoulder back, elbow tucked into the ribs. Look behind. Release, inhale back to the sky. And last stretch of this straight leg. Inhale, exhale, fold. And then gaze forward, weight down, frame that foot, ball of the back foot, lift it up, foot into the air, straight leg. Nice deep breath, find a nice strong three-legged dog. Tension right through. Thumb cheek, thigh, calf, point the foot. Gaze forward. Inhale. Exhale down, through and up. So as before, drop the knee if need be. So if the knee's on the ground, you can turn the leg or take it from the foot into wild thing. And back to plank. Drop knees if you need be. Forward, down, through and up dog. Let's take several breaths here. Make sure not to sink down. Push the ground, pull the shoulders back and down away from the ears. And let's lift it up. Big toes touching. Sit it back, gently stretching out the spine into wide knee child pose. Nice deep breaths.